nearly all it's running now. Got the tripod, Peter? Actually, no, it's probably we can't put it in there.
No.
Is that a J there?
That is a J class.
Once oil burner.
532. D class.
Also, that's a B class.
That's a B class, yes.
What's that, K?
That's a D3.
D3. What have you got down at Melbourne?
We have a J.
No, the D's.
Oh, D3619 and D3646, and either of
They're
which
both
are running.
D's. They're hopefully going to be, because the only thing that was putting you off,
Yes.
the only thing that was putting you off really,
The cost.
no, was the asbestos.
Oh, I knew it.
The asbestos is being removed by the government now.
Yeah. Alright, let's.
It's a fantastic idea letting them sit there. You know, they weren't really being that much done.
Let's move out of the
There's
model
a
rail.
supposedly S class, which isn't an S class.
And now let's move out.
The Hitachi coach, big one.
And we will come out
It's another Hitachi.
into the actual museum. So, we just come around here. They have
This is
is
cool.
incredibly clever. They have made seats out of a buffer and a table out of
Oh,
a
it doesn't go down. It should go down when they should have put less fluid in it so that it goes down when you sit on it.
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be cool.
Alright, so that's this
There's another
area.
one. That is a
Garden,
very good idea.
Old passenger coaches. This one was used on the Victorian Railways Commissioner's train and on 3 Royal trains.
I apologise if you can't hear. We'll do voiceovers
Yes,
if you can't hear.
this one is D4. It's a
Get
it
up
was
in the cab.
originally classed as a DDE, built in 1910, withdrawn in 1960. It did 998,000 miles.
You might have got the fact he does know seriously a lot about trains when you think about what he knows about the British stuff as well. So you can see
Basic
here.
coal bunker, a bit smaller than an E-class. Nice.
What's a British? What's something with a similar similar to this with British?
It'd be a London Brighton South Coast Railway class E4. Would probably be close to it.
So, just the what's that?
That's the
Regulator.
No, this is a regulator.
Why is it 2 handles?
Find it as well.
That's a good idea actually.
Slightly dodgy. I can't quite remember what this is used for. I know these are all brake handles. This is the reverser. That's what this is.
Okay. So why is it? Shouldn't it just be 2 spots?
Neutral, forwards, reverse, presumably. I don't know for sure. Okay, so please don't get cross with me if I got it wrong. Injectors, 1, 2, water gauges. It's a very small loco, if I might say so myself.
It's a cab.
Especially when you're used to locos such as the J class and the K class and.
Well, the K's not massive. It's the
firebox.
Can't really
But when
see
you're used to bigger locos, they were built in the 40s and 50s. This is very small.
When was this built?
1910.
Let's see the gauges. What's that? That's the pressure.
That's pressure gauge.
Then brakes and
Yep.
what's that? Pounds per. Get up in the what was it? Was it the X class?
Yeah. So if we come along, we'll just
To
go
the-
along in order along the row, and then we'll come around and do the next row.
So I reckon we do the X class now. Show them the cab of everything.
No, there are people in the cab.
Oh, there are people in the cab. They probably don't want to be on YouTube.
So just on here.
This is Y108. Is that the last Y?
No, there is one that's in operating condition, or I think there's one other that's used as a stationary boiler. This one you can't go into the cab of.
Yeah, you can't. You can just go
we
to the
can
cab of
just
some.
get the camera inside, get a bit of the detail.
They've kept all the
All the fittings are kept on all the locos.
which is fantastic. I've never known a museum to do that.
I don't remember when this one was built, but
Sorry.
I know it was 1890s.
So, again, quite small. What's in here?
In there's just all display stuff. That's
Shit
just an
stuff.
old wagon.
It's an old. Get a photo of the old wagon. We might do this in 2 parts.
This is the first rail tractor.
Hang on, I'm getting the wagon.
Yep, sorry. This one here, first rail tractor built for the Victorian Railways, built in 1930. It was withdrawn in 1960, which is incredible for something built so early. This is D3635, built in 1911 in the US. So it's got an American number plate if you come in closer.
Where's the American number plate?
The blue one. It was withdrawn in 1964 with a total of 887,000 miles.
He does know a lot. He's... Right, okay.
If we come along here, E369. I think there are only 2 E-classes left, and this is one of them. The other one's E371 at Malden.
If you think
this is the most complete E-class left.
The one Malden,
the one at Malden is
Victorian Goldfields Railway, where well, he's a volunteer. I'm going to be at one stage. Been down there a couple of times, but
yes,
I haven't actually signed up as a volunteer yet. If you are,
it's not as small as the D4.
Yeah. This is the one at Malden is it on rails? It's not even on rails. It's on rails, but all of the cab shit's been taken out. Had a Thomas the Tank Engine face put on, painted blue, even though you can see it's not an 060. 062.
Like an LNE, like an London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, later Southern Rail A1X class. This is a A2 built Newport 1915.
Newport's where we are, pretty much.
Newport's where we are, yes.
Massive rail yard.
Well, massive is a bit of an understatement, if I might say so
I'm just going to say it's Melbourne's only one, really.
And it takes up about 20 square kilometres.
Yeah.
More. I don't know the exact numbers, so yeah, that was A2884. It's a coal burner. Just along here are a couple of wagons.
I'll just go while I'm showing you the wagons. I'll just say that if you do live in Australia, or if you do come to Australia, please
this is the place to come.
Yeah, but also please do go down to Malden. We really do appreciate it. We do appreciate the money. We're running tight, so we've got 2 locos down there, and then we've got a couple others being restored, and some that are too heavy for the track. I don't know why we own them, but we do.
E371, sorry. Right. So here we are.
Yeah, so it's only £60 rail we've got down there. So
coming along to probably the most famous loco here, R704.
I would have said H220 is.
Well, it's the most worldwide famous one.
This one is.
It was exhibited at the Exhibition of Industrial Power, or the Festival of Britain in Glasgow in 1951.
As with the silver.
It's been fitted with silver boiler rodding, or boiler.
Who knows why?
No, hold on, I forgot what that was called. Boiler lining, silver boiler lining separately, which is an interesting feature.
Sorry.
So it's a 464. The R classes were one of the VR's most successful designs. Obviously built 1950, 1951 in England, in Glasgow, in Scotland. So
yeah,
you come along here.
R704
on the front. We come around here to B83.
B83.
Which was... Oh, hold on, no, forget that. First is this, a wagon turntable. It was used at Spotswood workshops. Now there are lots of these in the UK, or at least there used to be, used for just turning small 4-wheel wagons. This was at Spotswood. It's been relocated. Here we have the B class, B83.
No prizes for guessing that.
Yes, well, no. Pretty sure it was built 1952.
1950 something.
It was before 1954, no, that much.
So that was before J549.
It was built before J549. It was built in...
What was the last J...
Sorry, no, it might have actually been built after 549. I'm not sure.
549 is the main loco at Malden.
Yes, it was built in...
Or the Victorian Goldfields Railway.
So... Coming along, we have steam crane number 2 on this side. One of a number of Victorian Railway steam cranes. This was built by Dubbs & Co in Scotland in 1890. It was used in the VR workshops. And on the other side there's another. So yeah. Sort of a self-contained steam loco.
Yeah, pretty much
and
with a crane. Just imagine it as a steam loco with a crane.
And then on this side we've got
There's my
crane number
Sunkist.
36.
I should probably pick up my Sunkist.
It's a 5-ton crane.
I left it there because I didn't want to.
30. It was drawn in 1981.
I left my Sunkist can there because I didn't want to carry it around.
Right.
There's an L class up ahead.
We're coming on to that. So just on this side, there is an E class electric in original condition, painted black.
E for electric, even though the L is electric as well. There's a pantograph
Well,
up
it was
there.
originally only referred to as electric loco. That's what they were called. So if we...
No third rail system here.
No,
ever. The mirrors,
we have a Y class.
you can see the mirrors
W
working.
class.
The mirror's working. Well, some of it, anyway.
I do believe that this is one of the original Y class, W classes with the original type of engine.
Hold
It is the diesel hydraulic.
Can you hold that?
It was built in 1959. 650 horsepower, so just more powerful than a VR class 08.
There's the VR logo. What is
That's
that?
the VR winged logo.
That's, yeah, so our logo is sort of taken off the VR logo, but it's a different one. This is the most famous one
loco.
to
It is
Victoria.
the most powerful steam loco ever to run in the Southern Hemisphere, H220. Now originally 20 of these were planned.
One was built.
Frames were built for 3, but it was 1941.
So,
One was built, the other frames were scrapped. So
a waste of money.
it remains now the largest steam locomotive in the Southern Hemisphere. So it is massive. It's a 484 wheel configuration.
Yeah. 4, 8,
And 4 at the
4.
back.
Just imagine it as the big boy without the extra 8 driving wheels.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Right, so if we
Just a
keep
little kid
moving,
running past there. Don't get it on YouTube.
pretty bad condition sadly.
Well, it's all right. It's better than some of the
It's
trains
better
we
than
got.
some.
We got
So
down
built
at
in
Melbourne.
to be precise, built in 1941. It weighs 260 tons.
Do not climb sticker is there. I'm going to climb on the first step, as that's not climbing past there and try and get a shot of the cab.
To be precise, it was built in 1941, weighs 260 tons. It was retired from service in 1958 and taken to the museum in 1962.
I am tall, so I can. Peter is as well, but I'm taller.
We come over to...
Did we do the L class?
No, we didn't do the L class,
We didn't
but
do the
that's
L
on
class.
the other side. That's on the other side.
We'll
We'll
do- yeah,
continue
we'll-
on.
we'll-
So we'll do the L class, the oil burner A2,
This is J5.
the J and the K later.
What is that? J559.
559.
That
So
wasn't
just-
originally
that's not
J559.
originally
J559 was. Hang on, I want to tell them. J559 was the last steam loco ever built by the before the VR. And she was scrapped. So some person who I don't think was that smart, and said, well, let's just put another number on, on another J class and pretend it's the original thing. So here she is.
Yeah, moving on now.
Similar to, well, pretty much exactly the same as J549.
Yes. So
J549 was the last loco to be retired.
1979. So this one
Yeah.
here is C10, the last of the C classes
As you can see.
to exist. It's a 280 wheel configuration. It's a very large,
You
very
might have
powerful
noticed
loco.
we don't sort of bother that much with these big sort of wheels that do nothing at the front and at the back. You know, the more driving wheels, the better, the more powerful the loco. All that does is weigh the loco down.
Yes.
We've been smart and just gone for driving wheels. The only Pacific loco ever
the S
to
class. 4 were built all scrapped between 1953 and 1954.
I might do a video of the tender, which is not in the museum, but it's down there somewhere.
We'll do a video, or find a video to share about the VRS class. Very
And,
famous loco, fastest.
Well, actually, we could probably do one ourselves.
Yeah, just here we have
Get it.
N432, last N class in existence, as is the C class here, and just about a large number
And
of the
sadly,
steam
this,
locos
well,
here.
happily, this isn't the last K class in existence.
No,
There.
but we'll get on
How
to
many
that.
are there? There's
K classes
190, which is down at Malden, and
something now. If we just come
it's
along.
just she's a bit of a beast. She doesn't like Peter. I'll put it that way. I won't say what actually happened.
Alright, so if we come into
But
the
she doesn't like Peter.
end class in just a minute, so
Oh,
the
nice.
282 wheel configuration, also known as Mikado.
And there's the oh, hang on.
Yes. We have got.
You can see the 282.
Yes, it uses Bopox wheels.
In 432.
In 432. It was built in 1950. No, it's not. Sorry, I can't remember when it was built.
Yeah,
That's really embarrassing for me. I can't remember when it was built. Right.
We'll put it in the description below if you actually want to know.
And the build dates of all the locos. So if we just come up into the cab here.
Turn round.
So again, it's an oil burner.
As you can see, oil tank, big one actually.
So yeah, there's the.
That's as far as it opens.
That's as far as it opens.
Because it's oil burner, you don't have to
Oil
shove
burner.
coal,
So regulator,
which isn't going to work. So try not to move anything.
water pumps, injector,
Stop going so
whistles,
fast. Let me, and then there's one
Sorry.
up here as well.
whistles
For
on
me,
both
the
sides.
fireman.
And then on this side, my side, the driver's side,
Yeah, I'll come over to the driver's side and I can explain everything.
the brakes. So Westinghouse air brakes, 1, 2, and I do believe that's also 1. We have the reversing wheel, which is this massive thing. Injector, also for the injectors. So yeah, the tender takes 47,000 gallons
It's
of
the,
coal of
The
water.
brake wheel, isn't it? Is that
4,700 gallons of coal. That's
that-
for the handbrake, yes.
that's the handbrake.
So moving on now.
Another clue to what happened with J190, with K190.
Yes,
that
okay.
Peter.
Right.
Peter doesn't want to talk about it. I'll put it that way.
Go.
That's as much as you're getting.
X36, I don't believe we've done this one. No, we didn't.
No, I said we were going to, and then you said no, you won't.
Right, so we're going to do.
We've been filming for quite a while. We'll come out.
You just explain now.
Okay. Right, so just walking up. Oh, there's still people in it. We'll do a jump cut, and when it's free, we'll go in. I don't want to get anybody's face who doesn't want it. So we'll, Peter, we'll do a jump cut when the cab's free.
We've joined in 1961. We'll come back.
Right, so we're up in the cab of X36.
36.
There's a boy and his dad here.
Sit in the seat over there. Quick.
So I'll show you this rather quickly. What do these do, Peter?
These are like for controlling the water in the injectors and other bits and pieces like that. I couldn't name what all of them were for. Whistle, just
Whistle,
up there.
again, whistle, and there's one on the other
Regulator.
side.
Yep. Whistle cord here, whistle cord over there. Regulators here.
So regulator.
Again, reversing valve. On this it's bottom feed injectors. So
Sorry, what is that? So,
on this one it's bottom feed injectors, I think the correct term is. So these are the injectors down here instead of the big lumpy ones up there. Well, again, the smoke box.
that's the
It's a firebox door. sorry.
firebox door.
That's silly.
This is coal.
Coal burner.
Some of them were
Some were converted to oil.
oil. A lot of our stuff was they were planning to convert more, but they retired everything before they could. There was a shortage of coal.
1947.
We have a lot of coal, but it's all brown coal,
Yeah.
and brown coal's not good enough for
Alright, so
Okay,
moving
anyway.
on.
brake.
Come on.
On the piece of
Yeah,
that.
brakes just there. So moving on.
Moving on.
Down.
Have we been through that? Yeah, we have.
We haven't been on through. We've been through the D4. That's the D4.
This is a red rattler.
Red rattler or a tape. I think they're better known. Oh, it's another E-class, but in original 242 condition.
There you are.
Some
That shouldn't be up
E-classes
there.
were rebuilt into
they are gonna let
260
us up.
condition. This one here is a T-class, which is a
Painting van.
which is a
for-
little bit like a Y class, except slightly different. This one was built in 1884, so it is old.
See the you can tell it's aging because of just look at this buffer beam.
Small as well.
Look at this buffer beam along here. It's just.
Oh, it's bent.
It's not just bent.
Yeah, it's not.
The wood behind it is just.
It's not in the world's best condition. What mile?
Let's
Leave.
Can we get up in the cab?
Built 1884 by the Phoenix Foundry. It's a relatively small loco. It was withdrawn 1951. If we just come over here, you can see inside the cab.
Sort of.
More or less.
The spider would then touch on it. As people say in Peter's braver than me. As people say in Australia, if it looks like it can kill you, it probably can. If it doesn't look like it can kill you, it definitely can.
So that's the inside of the T-class.
There's a tap in the water there.
We have this tiny little F-class.
F-class. Now all F classes were this looks sort of like a shunter as well,
Yeah,
branch liners.
You can tell it's very old because it does not have an auto coupler, or a knuckle coupler as some people call them. Built 1880 in the Phoenix Foundry, withdrawn 1961, so 10 years after the T-class. Again, it's in a relatively good condition. It's a little bigger than the T-class, except it's not a 10 to loco like the T-class.
So it's
on the other end, however, it does have dual coupler, so it's got an auto coupler or a knuckle coupler, and then it's got a screw 3-chain or screw link coupler on the far side.
What do we got through here, Peter?
F176. This is a T-class, a section model of a T-class's diesel engine.
You can see it's absolutely massive compared to your car engine.
I mean,
your car engine cylinders about probably a bit smaller than my fist.
Right. So
same amount of cylinders, but they're just massive compared to
yes, 8 cylinders.
8 cylinders, isn't it?
Yep. So
I only see 6 there.
Past
This is the toilets here, men
and water tap.
and ladies. Water tap, rubbish bin.
Past the tiny T-class again.
So I
should
think
call it the T-class just because it's tiny. The T for tiny. Yes,
anybody
up
in here?
into the cab of the E-class.
It appear not.
This was built 1893.
This
is in actually a very good condition, and if you look at it, it is different. This is the handbrake.
That's the handbrake.
This
I'm not going to do that now.
This was the whistle.
What was?
This was the whistle when it was connected up. It was connected up to this bit here, just there.
Okay.
Brake gauge, steam gauge. Where's the injector? 2 injectors. Very low down. It's very small.
Seats, you can see that that's where the fireman, he has to jump up.
Reversing wheel.
If you just jump up on the fireman's seat and demonstrate, that's what I have to. Peter is tall, and you have to sort of jump up.
Yes.
And the driver gets a bit more luxury in just having to sit down, although he's reverser.
That's the reversing wheel, yes.
He's sort of in his way.
Regulators just here.
Double regulator for the fireman as well.
Yeah. Smoke box door. Obviously. Injectors again.
So
this is for controlling the.
That's where the coal came through, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's been welded shut, but they used to slide down and cover it up, and then you grab this handle and lift it up. Some coal would fall through onto the foot plate. You'd pick up the coal with a shovel and you'd shovel it into the firebox.
Yep.
So again, it's a very small loco, but it's very nice. And if you look up here, it has got a little roof hatch for fresh air.
Which you do need.
Is very convenient.
Does the J or K have one of them?
Yes, but you can't actually see through it. It's more like a vent.
Okay.
So just here.
Peter will tell you that you do need fresh air and steam loco.
Yes, you better believe it. This is a D2. Last D2 in existence. D2 604, built in 1911, withdrawn 1961. Again, it's in a relatively complete condition. It's much larger than the...
Nothing here runs, does it?
Sorry?
Nothing here runs.
Nothing here runs as far as I know.
Probably, you know, they're probably...
It's
always kept in such good condition, it wouldn't be that hard to...
It's kept in a relatively good condition.
Well, it's not perfect,
it's
but
far
it's...
from it. And just here...
I'll take you up into this, because this is...
But yeah, so this here is a Another crane.
Another crane. We're not interested in that because there's something else here.
Fond of their cranes.
Yes. Now this here is, it's right in V-line livery. V-line
An original VR Spirit of Progress
coupler down there.
car. Yeah, also coupler.
You can just see it.
You can just see it, but
I wonder if I turn the brightness up here. Anyway, this is a buffet car.
So
I'm going to show you that how
it isn't
filming.
in perfect condition.
You can see I'm tall. I have to duck for that. It's
Even I'm going to have to duck in a couple of months. So coming through here, it's very space agey kind of stuff. We've got red leather seats, spinning seats.
This was built in the 1930s.
1938 to be precise. So if you look down, it's still a fully functioning kitchen. It's a completely streamlined coach. I'm not sure, but can anyone tell me what date these PowerPoints were brought into use?
I don't know if they came.
Because we're not sure whether they were original with the actual.
They're Aussie ones.
They're Australian ones. We're not sure.
New Zealand has called them Australian, and New Zealand, but they're not. They're Australian.
Yeah, we're not
New
sure.
Zealand
We're not sure exactly when these came into use or whether they would have been built with these PowerPoints. But it's still a fully functioning kitchen. You can hire it out for birthday parties and stuff like that. So just that buffet car closed for private function. So if we move on, this one's numbered 231 VRS.
How many Spirit of Progress coaches were built?
I can't remember. Numbers were increased a lot.
I'll Google it now.
Alright, so Will's just finding that out and we'll exit the coach. So, just coming out. Again, this one's called Mita. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's in V-line, or at least it's meant to be in V-line orange with white and green stripe, but it seems more like it's in V-line pink because of the colour fading. Here we have Wimmera, an original VR wooden coach. But we'll just come back through here to be on the right side for doing all the rest of the filming. Or at least for now, because there's more filming to do. So, Will, if you just...
What type of coach were these?
S-type. So, yep, you can see, sorry about that, buffet car, just on the door. Again, come out, you can see the D2. It's in a very sad state. It's quite depressing to look at actually. It's completely covered in rust. So on this side, the paint job on Mita is a bit better. So if we come along here, we can see, can we? We can just see Will in there doing some research for us. So if we come along, here's K165, one of a number of K classes built for the Victorian Railways. Can't remember when it was built. I will find out the dates all of the locos in the video were made. Put it in the description. So this is one of a number of K classes smoke deflectors. This is J559. Now, as Will said earlier, this was originally numbered J556. J559, as Will said, was the last steam loco to be built by the VR, but it was scrapped. So this was, or rather built for the VR, so this was renumbered this place. Now it's got a very J-class, typical J-class cab. J559 on the side. It's got painted rods.
99 S-type coaches were built.
99 S-type coaches were built.
Now that seems a bit weird considering they just made 100. However,
this was made in 1953.
Sorry, S-type coaches, that was 9 full rates precisely.
Yes.
11 in a rake, set up as 9 rakes, which sort of makes sense.
Here we have A2995, which I do believe is the oil burner A2. Yes, it is.
So how many oil burners A2s were there?
A fair few, I'm not sure exactly how many. But we have gone past the coal burner. So this is just the oil burner version, and it's also got smoke reflectors on it.
Pretty much everything by the VR.
Reflectors.
A lot of stuff by the VR has smoke deflectors.
Yes. Now we are going to come around the other side and film for the other.
Did we do the L?
No, we're doing the L now.
Okay, we're doing the L now.
So this is L1150.
How many L's are built?
25. This one's named RG Wishart. It's in original VR blue and gold.
Not filming high enough, I apologise. I apologise for the terrible film quality.
Oh, it's alright. And
well, you don't really have much to say, that's alright. So 1150.
Yeah, here we just have again, just going past stuff. Going past the E-Class.
It's not a loco, doesn't matter.
Coming past more wagons. Wagons. Just up ahead, there's a semaphore signal.
Right, and this is about as far as we can go.
No, we can keep going. We can come around.
We've done the B, haven't we?
Yes, we have, but we need to go around the other side.
Yeah, that's true.
Do the Hitachi and all of that. So if we keep coming past BA83 again, hello BA83.
Apparently, can you sometimes go in?
Yes.
I'm just jealous.
And here we have got on
this is an original combing, isn't it?
one side an original condition ARHS train.
ARHS.
With all asbestos removed, so no, don't worry.
Hang on.
It's a very interesting type of coupler.
I'm not gonna be able to get further because of the fence. So I'll just sort of show you.
This one's numbered 903N.
Where's it going to? Flinders Street.
Flinders Street. If you have a look here, it's a very interesting coupler. It's not a knuckle coupler, but it's sort of like an knuckle coupler.
It's very close.
It's very close to it.
Could almost sort of couple up to one unsafely.
Very unsafely.
But
so if we just keep coming along.
There's the horns. Do not climb. Well, I wish I could, but I'm not going to.
Well, it's not exactly as if we could. So let's keep coming along. This one's not in original. Remember, this is in Metropolitan Transit.
Do you remember this?
Met livery to be.
When this would have retired? When did Metro come in?
1980s. This would have been retired because it had asbestos in it. 90s actually, late 90s. It had asbestos in them. All the Harrises.
The old Gibbs furniture, is that still here? The old Gibbs furniture used to go away from Bairnsdale to Melbourne.
Oh,
someone told me
it's being repaired.
Someone told me, yeah, the yellow on the side of the orange carriage down.
There's the thing from another one.
Yeah.
From another Harris?
From another Harris. And here
it's like plastic.
We have
some other stuff.
An F-Class, or rather an SEC2.
What's the SEC?
State Electricity Commission. It was an F-Class. So basically there were 15 F-Classes built. 10 went to the Victorian Railways. 16. I was right the first time. 10 went to the VR. 6 went to State Electricity Commission. 3 were loaned from ACC to the VR immediately, and the rest were purchased later on. So this is one of 2 remaining SEC F-Class locos, number SEC2. The other one is F212 up at Malden, which was originally SEC4.
Was that SEC?
Yeah.
We'll come to the F-Class F211, which was the only F11. It was just the only F2. It was the only F2. It was the only F211 painted in feline livery.
And here we have the Harris in original.
That was the only F-Class.
Harris in original VR blue and gold.
I don't know if I can. Hang on. I wonder if you can sort of see in there. It doesn't look in very good condition.
Just see through. There's nothing in there.
It's not really.
It's been locked up.
People have written in the dust, fearing vandalism.
So we keep coming along. We have an S-Class. S308.
There's a sneak peek at F211.
SD308. That's something I'll explain in the description, but I can't exactly remember why now.
So what's this? Do you want to explain to the people?
I have no idea what this is actually. It's not Victorian, I can tell you that now.
I didn't have a clue, that's why I asked him.
Well, it's
some of the stuff.
There's no way.
Yeah.
High-speed steam engine and generator.
Some of the
That's
stuff
what
I've been
that
asking
is.
him.
That bit just there's a high-speed steam generator.
Some of the stuff I've been asking him, I do know.
So
I'm just asking him for you.
Coming on. Oh, that's interesting.
You know what?
You can climb up and have a look into. So like you got. Oh no, I'll go first. You can actually
Is it locked?
have a look. Yeah, it is locked, but you can see into it. It was numbered S308D for training diesel maintainers at South Dunoon. It's called Sir Redmond Barry. Built in 1958.
So
I'm not. You can just see through there.
There was the other one which we can probably do this with. Just the Y class here?
Yes, that is the Y. No, that's the T class.
But this is the T, is it?
Yeah, so this is a T class. Well,
T class is as common as, well,
they're
not common as dishwater water anymore.
T367.
But they used to be common as dishwater.
So you can't see all of it, but you can see roughly
Do not common.
what it is.
So,
No, don't. So
Just
yeah, we'll come around to the other side later. We'll just come around back after
This is in
the V class.
the Met.
V56. This is in the Met livery. It was withdrawn in 1992. You can see all the information there. Only one of them was built. 40 HP, max speed 16 k's an hour.
You can tell it's a shunter, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's tiny.
What would you say this is the equivalent of a class 06?
Oh, smaller than that. Class 01, class 02. Now, if
Well,
we
the
just look
01s
around
were
behind the fence.
You can see it's an 06 too.
Yeah, Will. I know.
I
No,
just
it's an 040.
Sorry, an 04. Why did I say 06 too?
I don't know. Well, if we turn
040,
around,
but it's
looking out, we can see the entrance to the VR Technical College, where they trained all the engineers and stuff.
Which is not where they do it anymore, because
I don't think it's where they do it anymore.
it's VR.
So if we come along here, we've got W255, which I do believe has the replacement engine. The other W class had a Mercedes-Benz engine. This one's been replaced with a 2-cylinder Detroit.
What? 2-cylinder?
12-cylinder Detroit 2-stroke diesel. Top
12
speed
cylinder.
of 32 k's an hour was withdrawn in 1989. So
this is a long
one's
video.
W255.
This will be our longest video yet, I can tell you now.
This one here, Y137 again.
We'll do a bit more on the Y, because we've got a Y class down at Malden.
Yes.
When we go down there next, I don't know when that'll be.
There will be a video done on
We'll
that.
do a video on all the there's probably a separate video on all the locos.
So the Y classes are interesting because a number of them were fitted with bogies that were removed from the original suburban Tate trains. So these are original Tate bogies.
So these
Again,
ones were, or these are?
These are.
Was Y133 Tate bogies?
Yes,
Okay.
Tate bogies. Y133 is the one at Malden.
Yeah, I was
So
just
that's
going to say.
Y137.
This is a bit of crack.
Yes, that was for an old tram that's being taken up to Ballarat. Now if we just come back around, we'll just go into the T class in more detail because we missed out on the T class.
We might have to go around,
We will have to go around.
So we'll do a jump cut.
We'll do jump.
Sorry, hang on, a bit of wobbling there. Doing a jump cut now.
Right, so here we are again. Now we've realised there's a couple of things we forgot. This is an old Hitachi, which a number of people will know as the Silvers. Interestingly, it has the same sort of coupling as the ARHS does. So, anyone who knows the Melbourne suburban system will recognise this beauty. Still got pantograph up. Looks like it's still furnished on the inside, not sure. No, the windows are tinted, it won't let me see through it. But it's in top condition from the look of it. Number 187M. It's in rebuilt condition. They used to have a door just through the centre of them there. Will's just gone off to the bathroom, which is why I'm doing this. So this is to St Albans, which is where the electrification used to go to. So now if we go on here, apologies if we've done this before, I don't think we have. F211, the only F class to be painted in V-line livery, named the Little Trimmer, and it was donated in 1988, I think. I'd need to check. And here's a better view of T367, which is a Series 3T class. So, come along here. It is a T367, general purpose diesel electric loco, built by Clyde Engineering 1964. Travelled almost 2.5 million kilometres, and it was withdrawn in 1989. So, that's pretty much all the exhibits, at least for now. And I'll just come along and finish up in the signal box. The museum is open from 12 to 5 on Saturdays, so I really do recommend a visit. Amazing place. Honestly, I could not think of a better way to spend your Saturday afternoon. So again, passing the Y class and the X class and the D4, and we'll just come up and finish off in the signal box. So this was relocated from North Williamstown and controlled all the points between Newport and Williamstown Beach. So in here, got all the levers. We've got a number of number plates. So we've got C13, J550, presumably from a J class, 379 from a T class, 274, not sure what's that from, X46, presumably from the steam loco, A2941, obviously from an A2, C501 from the diesel, W246 from the diesel W class. There's a picture of S300 in 1928 in original condition. Now, here we have T414, T415, T416, and T417. Now, I do believe that they are what became the H class. Sorry, signal box diagram of Essendon Station, a number of different plates, 475 from an N class, N475, and just more little bits of information. Thank you for watching this video. Really do recommend a visit to the museum if you haven't already been. Great place, excellent for anything VR. So do have a look, please like, comment, subscribe, and watch some more of our videos. Thank you.